Morning gang, it's Jay, and I'm doing another bush class lesson. This one is for making the simple snare. Rabbits, squirrels, you name it, you can probably snare it for small critters, but this is just the lesson is for just a single strand, simple snare. There's all different kinds of wire to use. I know they were going through it in the bush class lesson video, the different gauges and whatnot. The wire that I use for mine is just I'm not sure of the gauge of it, but it is a coated wire. I kind of like the coated wire. It's a little bit easier to handle on the fingers, and when it cinches up and locks, it's really nice and secure. So it's just a personal preference, and I have tons of it. So anyway, so for the lesson, obviously I want to demonstrate that I can do it. So start off with your wire. You know, how much of it you peel off is obviously up to you. I usually do about 1.5 to 2 feet for making mine, and take it from there. But let's get some wire off here and we'll make ourselves one about yay long. Take my multi-tool with the wire cutters, snip away. So there I have my wire. I usually like to just quickly straighten it out if I can, or as straight as I can. You're going to start with making a loop. I just put it on a bite and start the twist on it. I think the number of twists is up to you. I think the rule of thumb is usually like 7 to 8. If you need help, you can take a pencil to it, hold the bottom of your loop and just twist away until it's nice and tight, tightening it as you go if that's what you wish to do. We're slowly getting there. Give it a few more wraps there just to be on the safe side. So I've got my wraps done. I think you can see them there. The next thing that you need to do is with your loop, you need to go ahead and now you need to make a figure 8 out of it. So you're going to pinch one side, pinch the other, twist it just enough to make a figure 8. You can see that there. Just enough to make a figure 8, and then you're just going to fold it back on itself. So it creates a double loop there. You're going to take your free end, pass it through that. Obviously for like a squirrel setup, about 3 inches is right for that, for when you're setting it up. So there you have your loop. And if you're going to catch a critter, we'll just use this bottle as an example for how it tightens up. They walk through it, and as they try to pass through it, you can see the circles collapsing, and bam, it locks off. So it is now not going anywhere. It is not going to loosen up. In fact, it'll maybe get a little bit tighter, but that's it. But you have yourself a snared bunny or a snared squirrel. In this case, a snared bottle of glue. But that's it. Pretty simple. I'm going to go put one up, and we will show it in use. Thanks. As you can see here, guys, I brought my snare out, and I utilized a snare stick. It can be any stick. Usually leaning it up against securing it to the stick and leaning it up against a tree. Squirrels will generally go for the path of least resistance. So instead of going all the way to the tree trunk and climbing straight up, I know here that they'll come up this pile of wood and they will, they'll scurry right up anything that's leaning up against a tree. So obviously path of least resistance there. This is just for demonstration purposes only. Obviously I'll be taking it down as soon as I'm done, but they'll come up the stick, head will go through the snare, they'll activate it as they go through, they'll fall off, it'll tighten itself up, and they will hang themselves. You want it far enough up off the ground where they won't be able to get footing on anything, or any other critters, like foxes or coyotes, would be able to get to them. Generally, you would set up a couple of those going up your stick, and if you have it available to you, you may even bait them a little bit. A little bit of peanut butter out of your ration kit or whatnot, some nuts, some granola. Maybe place it along the way to help entice them a bit. But that's kind of it. Setting it, you take your excess wire and wrap it around the branch for securing it, and that's it. But several feet of coiled wire in your kit, and you have yourself a built-in snare kit for, you can make 3, 4, 5, 6 snares, set them up different places, and ensure your chances of getting yourself a meal while out in the backcountry. So that's it. Thanks for watching, guys, and touch base with you later. Thanks. Bye.